Today we're talking about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj beefing, of course. Nicki Minaj and Ellen beefing, of course. Lil Pump beefing, of course. 6ix9ine, all he does is beef and more on this week's Worldstar Weekly.
Parental discretion is advised.
I cracked his neck after it.
You know.
Worldstar! Worldstar! If you hear those words, remember to run.
Yeah, you know you're in trouble at
You
that
need to turn
point.
the other way. Or
It's
pull out
bad.
your camera.
But let's hit this week's remix real quick. Let's play the song that's introducing our lovely special guest panelist for the week.
This is your halo.
Oh yes, I love it.
If you don't know this song, you will in the future, undoubtedly. Thank you, Callie Rock, for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, what you're listening to is a single by the pop artist extraordinaire Callie Rock, who is joining us live in studio today. Callie, welcome.
What's up, guys?
Yay! Thanks,
Welcome,
Callie.
welcome to
Clap to
Worldstar
myself.
Weekly,
Right?
the greatest show on Black Hollywood Live. Welcome to Black Hollywood Live, everybody. My name is Michael Patterson, and I'm joined with a full cast today, starting off on my far left.
What's up, guys? It's Abby Fraher.
Hey guys, it's Callie Rock.
I'm Tehran. Literally, I am Tehran. And you know, Mike's name sounds like he should be an author, not a host, right? Hi, I'm Michael Patterson. Have you read such novels as What's Waiting for You in the Dark?
By
By
my
me.
new novel,
Yeah.
It Waits.
That's what it is.
You had that ready. You had that ready.
You had that ready.
You're
What do you
writing
know?
a book.
I'm already doing it.
He's
There you
writing
go.
a book.
You know what's waiting? A lot of the things we're going to be talking about this week.
And with that being said, we're gonna get right on into it. Starting off first this week, we've got another Cardi B clip for you. She's beefing with Nicki Minaj still, and she went on a crazy rant on Nicki Minaj, I believe, on Instagram. So let's take a look at that.
Say that I was the wild animal, that I attacked you, that you was mortified, that you was humiliated, playing the victim, but now you're the gangster. You need to pick a side. Do you want to be the victim or do you want to be the gangster? You lie so much you can't even keep up with your fucking lies. First you're saying that you got the footage, your cameraman got the footage, but now you're talking about you want to pay somebody $100.
So for
to give
everybody
you the footage?
watching this clip
Yo,
right now, this is Cardi B
makes sense
doing
how
a
you
self-tape
talking.
video in which she's addressing Nicki Minaj's comments on her Nicki Minaj's Queen Radio, in which she tells a story regarding Raleigh and Cardi B getting into a fight. Anthony, if in the booth, if you can play the video from the beginning, please, because the beginning is the clip that went super viral, as everyone knows, as we hear this.
This is my thing, Nicki Minaj, right? How you saying that I got ragged by Raleigh when there's so many footages
So
of
many
that night,
footages.
every single angle, and where am I getting ragged at? Why would I be here sitting in line like, oh yeah, I did this, I did that, knowing that the next day there's gonna be so much footages of that same
There's so
night?
much
I
footage.
can't. First of all,
Thank you,
how
Anthony,
you
in the
say
booth.
Listen,
Let's
who came out with the
discuss.
knot on their head? I go?
Here's the thing. It's not about the knot. The knot, as has been explained, has been the elbow of a security person, and there is an alleged
But what looks-
criminal activity and lawsuit that's involved in that situation.
Yeah. I think Nicki's a little bit slicker than Cardi. I think Cardi's very like what you see is what you get, and Nicki's very calculated. And that's where they're still fighting.
Yeah, it's crazy because I'm just like, dang, I wish they could just support each other because they're
How do
both
you, yeah, as being
dope
a female,
in the game. Like it's crazy because Cardi's on her grind right now. She's killing it right now, but Nicki's Nicki. You know what I mean? So I just wish it was just more about supporting each other and just kind of like, you know, I see you doing your thing, keep killing it. But I mean, that was a big knot. That was a big ass knot. I ain't gonna lie.
It was a big knot, and what we're referring to is, of course, the fight that ensued, and we've seen that the beef between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B has been slowly coming to an head. It's been as many times as they've both denied having beef.
Right.
The subliminals were there. We also hear later on Cardi B addressing the song Motorsport, in which Nicki Minaj was alleged to have changed her verse several times. Now, speaking to the Migos, I do know that their perspective is that Nicki Minaj also changed her verse several times, and that was obviously a big deal to Cardi B being called the quarterback, and her feeling like Nicki Minaj is not my coach. I don't know why she would say that. there's all these subliminals, and when you're, and Callie obviously not just being female makes her an expert, but being
Well,
an
you
artist.
cut me off
a
before.
female
I was
artist.
gonna say female artist,
Actually, I
and
didn't.
female in the industry.
She
and then
started
you-
speaking. I said nothing.
Y'all listen, I shut up when other people are talking. I'm
Other
respectful.
people, but you were like, as a female, what do you think?
As
I
a
was like-
female,
But also a female artist.
Yeah.
I respect your vision that female artists should support one another,
Absolutely.
especially in the rap game where there's so few.
Especially being black too. Like I know Cardi's mix are Spanish or Dominican, but like yeah, man, it's just so much out here for us to win. We're especially with everything going on right now in this world with, you know, the police brutality and being black. Like we should be supporting and lifting up one another. Like I said, I mean, there's so much out there for everybody to eat. So
Oh,
it's
so
like,
you realize that white women aren't minorities either?
No,
okay,
no.
so because they've been convincing the world.
Oh
I don't
my
know how that's
gosh.
been working, but that's a real thing. So with
I'm just gonna chill here.
Cardi B,
Do I get to say something or not?
well, there's so much footages. There's
So many footages.
much
so much
footages.
So much
footages
footages out
of us
there.
not being minority.
And here's the thing, I love Cardi B because, as Abigail pointed out, she is always herself.
Yeah.
And this is a video that is a perfect and it's indicative of her
Which
personality.
really takes us
and
back
she
to
is.
last week, even with Nicki's video. It's all, I just feel like there's not full disclosure there, full substance. And with Cardi, it's always, you know that no one set her up for what she was about to say.
And clearly no one's
Clearly,
coaching
because
her.
she's saying footages.
No one's
So, you know,
coaching
like,
her.
the
She's
grammar's going to
speaking her
stay.
truth.
Yeah, exactly. And that's okay.
And when it comes to Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and Mike probably isn't aware. Okay, so let me explain.
Okay,
Mike.
yeah.
It's as if Shania Twain.
I can't.
Shania Twain. How old do you think I am?
He's young. He's young.
Okay, you're right.
His dad.
Let me
you know
I'm
Shania
trying to put it
Twain.
in terms he would understand. Okay,
Like,
so
maybe like Taylor
if
Swift.
Taylor Swift
Okay, I know
And
who that
Selena
is.
Gomez.
and Britney Spears,
no.
because Britney
That's fair.
Spears,
That's
true.
fair.
Okay,
This is
I
how
feel
That
you.
is fair.
I feel
That's
you.
how it
Yeah.
feels because Nicki Minaj, who's the queen,
Right.
is watching her own
Right.
fall from grace. She's watching it happen, and Cardi B is rising, or her stock is falling. And it seems to me that for the last 3 months or so, probably more, but 3 months in the limelight, that Nicki Minaj, all she's doing is complaining. Why am I not as famous? Why am I not as popular? Why am I not selling as
Reinvent
much?
yourself.
Nikki, no one's doubting your legend. You're ruining your own
Legacy, really.
legacy
Yeah.
right now. In my opinion.
Kind of like, I'm done. I was going to go with LeBron, but we're just going to leave it.
Well, that would be a thing. I've never been in
yeah.
a situation where I've been the best and now I'm no longer.
Right.
I've been on the rise where I'm like, oh, okay, I understand, but I've never been. I'm at the top and now I'm falling.
And that's got to be hard. Once you get there, how do you keep that? And how do you keep people interested? And, you
Yeah.
know, I don't think she's doing the right things, but what are the right things?
Yeah, I mean, I think the best. I love the best album was when she kind of went pop, like the pop route. You know, I think it was the Pink album or
Yeah, Pink Print.
Pink Print. Like
so
that.
long ago, we don't remember.
That was one of her best albums. I feel like Nicki, if Nicki went back to that, it'd still be crazy. Like you had everybody. You had everybody, every race, everybody jammed out to that. You know what I mean? Like boom,
100%.
boom, boom,
And it's
boom,
one of
boom,
the
boom.
top-selling albums,
Yeah.
especially by a female artist of all time. Here's the concept. Nikki, we all know you can flow. You're very
Yes.
good. You know, the only person who doubts it is your ex.
We're done. So what's the next clip, Mike?
So, no,
What's it-
but the concept is Cardi B. Who do you believe, Cardi B
Right.
or Nicki Minaj? Mike.
Who do I believe with what?
I love you so much right now. What the
Mike,
fight? Who do you think started
Who do
it?
you believe not only started the fight, but was there a fight and won the fight? Because that's the whole claim.
I don't think there was a winner. I think they both lost on that. I think that Nicki's team instigated the fight.
Nicki's team instigated the
I
fight.
think-
So who do you believe? Do you believe Cardi B's version or Nicki Minaj's version?
I think that there's both sides and then there's the truth. So I don't really.
So many footages.
So
So
many.
many
There's so
footages.
many footages that
I
I,
love
think
her.
I would need to watch all of those footages to be able to give you an answer.
Because she speak. And I want to remind people also. There's one thing that everyone seems to forget. Cardi B is 24 years old.
Right.
Yes.
She's young.
She's young.
She is 20. Like
Killing
we're
it.
looking at her like.
Yo, look at
why
all your
is she-
24-year-old friends around you.
Exactly.
Could you
and how
imagine
they
if you
act.
gave them millions of dollars and publicity
and
like
fame
that?
and
The
Yes.
fuck?
a long tongue
Like,
and an ass
You
like
give
that?
a hoe out here like that, like they're going crazy. Like
Why they gotta be
Right.
hoes out here?
Because I'm
Okay.
just saying, let's Cardi really.
I
Let's
mean,
just,
only
let's
one.
just say where she started from.
Well, considering the people that I saw you at the club with on Monday, I don't know why you have to say they're all hoes. What's going on in the next clip? Because I think we get a little more Nicki Minaj action.
The next clip, it's funny you mentioned what the next clip is. It's also a
I was
clip.
actually trying to help you out.
It's also a clip that loosely relates to Nicki Minaj. It's a clip from Ellen, actually, where there is a mini Nicki Minaj, and Ellen has a very funny joke.
So setting up the clip, Ellen has a Halloween show in honor of Halloween and has children dressed as their favorite character or celebrity. And a young lady, very beautiful, aspiring young lady comes out dressed as Nicki Minaj. And she's wearing what seems to be some type of at least wig, possibly a weave, a pink shirt, going back to that Pink album. Shorts that are thankfully not Nicki Minaj.
Right.
They're children appropriate shorts. And has a cute little jack-o'-lantern plastic candy holder in her hand. And comes out, and Ellen does her wonderful interviews as she always does.
What she does. So let's take a look at that.
So the clip isn't playing. Okay, let's cue it up for everyone at home. Here we go.
Who are you?
Nicki Minaj.
You're Nicki Minaj. Okay.
She's got the chains. Ellen reaches what looks like it's candy.
The shoe that Cardi B threw at you.
Turns out to be a high heel and sticks it on the girl's head. And then places a large
A lot of
amount of candy. So much candy D's in her pumpkin, and she walks away. So that clip has gone super viral. It's been everywhere. It's neck and neck with the clip of Puff being on the show and a clown popping out.
Yes.
Puff, of course, claiming I'm not afraid of clowns, and then a clown popping out of the
But what's
the
better than
desk
that
right
is
next to
him actually dressing as it for Halloween.
Exactly.
Did you see all those
Oh,
footages?
yeah.
He did.
That's right.
So many footages. But in this clip, a lot of people are saying that Nicki Minaj will probably never return to Ellen as a guest. Was this funny or was this mocking?
I mean, she'll probably take it as mocking.
Let's be real. She's going to say she's never going to return, but she's going to return. That does a lot for a person.
I mean,
that
you
gets
can't-
middle America. That gets people that don't even really play your music or affiliate with you watching you, because Ellen's so like inclusive.
Yeah, you can't not show up on
Yeah.
Ellen. I mean, everyone loves Ellen, and no one has. Does anybody have beef with Ellen? I don't think I've ever heard anybody having beef with Ellen.
Yeah.
Not in public, it'll ruin their career.
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
I was just
She'll
gonna
end
say
you.
that. Yeah, Ellen is like legendary. Like nobody hates Ellen, and she's funny. Like it's funny. I didn't think that was mocking at all. Like that was hilarious. Like if I was Nicki looking at that, I would have laughed. You know what I mean? So.
And then like made a phone
And then,
call.
yeah.
You know, I wonder if we don't know about Ellen and Rosie O'Donnell behind the scenes, and they're like, I was the first
That is
female
true.
lesbian showrunner. It's like, you don't know me. But Ellen is universally just loved.
Loved, yeah.
Right.
And I do wonder how Nicki Minaj is going to take this. Does she take this as a threat? Does she take this as a diss? Is she going to rap bars about Ellen? Because we do know Nicki Minaj does
I
love
would
to drop
love to
names
hear
in her
those
bars.
bars, to be
Yes.
honest. Like, what are you gonna
Ellen would be like,
rhyme with Ellen? Like, she'll say some fucked up shit for sure.
She would say
Here's what we
something.
got to do. We got to get an episode of Ellen with Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
Ooh.
Together.
Would you watch that?
Yo, they should just
That's what we gotta
collab.
do.
They should just like seriously collab on a song. Can you imagine what numbers that would do if the two of them just like for a minute, or even like just spit together? Like it doesn't even have to be like that. They're like fully down. They don't have to be in the same studio, but just like do something.
It'll never happen.
No, I won't. But
Well, we've heard one. Well, I would never say never because we've seen a lot of time heals a lot of things. It might happen, just not when we care.
Right.
And the concept of it is Nicki and Cardi. Cardi called Nicki out and said, "We can take this to the streets. We can fight it out." And Nicki said, "Well, let's do a rap battle instead." Which
I think Nicki will win.
Nikki has
Not I
bars.
think Nicki will win.
Cardi has hits.
Right.
So we'll see how it goes. But in my opinion, I'd love to know each person on the panel what you think about it as well. This was very funny and it was cute and it was just fun.
You're
Abigail?
wearing a bathrobe, so
I am.
Let's just watch what we say about children.
Why are you such a hater, Abigail? Why are we such? Which one of us on the panel has a restraining order against them from anyone? Abigail.
I don't
So
have
let's-
any.
Yeah.
What restraining order?
Ex-boyfriend. Let's go on. Let's go to the next clip. Let's go to the next clip. I'm
Hold on. Can I speak back on that?
No, it's done. Moving on.
Moving on, we got a clip coming up about a guy who seemed to get in a little bit of a fight with his boss, and it kind of spills over, and he kind of takes it out on the company in a way that I don't think they appreciate.
But
too
this
much.
is how everyone would want to quit. Now, what we're saying is he has his phone and he's recording his interactions with the human resource person, and then it goes on. And this is one of those clips where you actually have to wait for it. So let's play the clip from the beginning.
You get a break as soon as you start?
No, that wasn't as soon as I started. So you the one who took the picture and sent it to
So
him.
here's my question, all right?
This is the voice of the human resource manager.
He's on a conference call right now.
Why is
if
he
I'm
not in the
upstairs
room?
with my head down, that means I'm on my break.
Okay, but when you're up there from 5:30 until almost 7, I'm wondering where you're at. I had to come find you.
So why you didn't come tap me? What you
Why should
taking
I
a
tap you?
picture?
You shouldn't be.
Why do you
First
have
of all,
to
I
take a
shouldn't
picture
have to have this conversation
and
with you
send it?
without your supervisor here. So why
I
don't
don't
you
have a
call him?
supervisor. I quit. Fuck this
Okay,
job.
that's fine. Then
So-
I'm asking you to leave the store because I shouldn't have to have this
You
conversation
want to
with you.
send a picture in an email, and versus you could tap me and say, hey, what's
Okay,
going
and
on?
again, I'm gonna ask you to leave the store now.
Fuck you and fuck you too. Fuck both of y'all. I quit
And
this
by
whole ass
There's no
job.
one else
the
there.
second FU is actually directed to the
Alright,
person
go
who took a
email
picture
that.
of the employee taking a nap, and he went over his break 30 minutes is the concept. He took a nap from 5:30 to 6:30 with his head down, and he said, well, why didn't you just wake me instead of taking a picture and sending it to the head office?
And now listen to what happens next.
So this is where it gets interesting. So he goes to the
Attention all
office.
Shoppers. Fuck this whole ass job.
This is him on the
Fuck
intercom.
Thomas Woods. Fuck Karen Sokolowski.
Those are the
Y'all
names
can take
of the
whatever
other
y'all
employees.
want, because at this point ain't no security in this bitch. I quit. No, fuck you and this job. I quit. Nah, bitch. How about that? Nah, go email that. And you hoe ass nigga. Go email that, bitch. Hoe ass nigga. Nah.
So do you think he's going to get good references from the company? or-
I'm just gonna say probably gonna be hard to find a job, but also there doesn't have to be. And where's this happening? First of all, I feel like that plays a lot into it. But as someone who is in charge of people, like there's probably other things leading up to this. Like you don't just fire someone for taking a nap too long on their break.
I don't know.
Do you?
The lady
Yeah.
seems like she would fire someone
Yeah,
for taking a
she's
nap too long.
sleeping.
She seemed the way he went off on them, and I know.
Yeah.
I've never obviously I've never had a regular job.
right.
However, I know a lot of hoe ass niggas. And here's the thing: sometimes you have people who just want to impress their supervisor so much that they love snitching on other people.
Right.
They love to tell, and so I can believe A, he's not that good at his job.
Right.
But B, he's working security at a place that didn't look like it needed that much security in the first place.
Right.
And C, he has had situations where it was little things that they've made into big things. And I know how that feels.
And then this was just like the breaking.
This
point.
was the breaking point. And he was like, you know what? I'm tired of it. And I'm not saying he's a good employee. I do love the way he quit.
Yeah,
that
I
was a
agree.
good way
I
to
agree.
quit.
That
If
was
you're
a
going
good
to
way to
quit,
quit. Yeah.
and I don't think you'll have a problem getting another job because of his employ. Like he's not working as a cardiothoracic surgeon somewhere, and now he needs the reference from the previous hospital he worked at. He will get another security job, mall security somewhere,
Something.
and do the same thing there, and it'll be glorious and great.
Yep. Just take it off your resume, bro. Just take it off your resume. Take this job off your resume and ain't even give a call.
Have you ever
gonna be
wanted to
simple.
quit, Mike, a job? I feel like you've had jobs.
Yeah, I've had jobs. Yeah. I gotta
Like
do that to make money.
Where have you worked?
Well, so I used to work at Disneyland. Actually, I was.
Picture you at Disneyland.
Okay, it's not what you.
This is, by the
okay.
way, where
Can you
stereotypes
imagine
come
Mike's
from.
cute face in the ticket booth? Welcome to Disneyland. Here's your ticket.
I got a story if you guys want to hear.
We would love to hear Anthony in the booth.
Well, I didn't like curse anyone out. But
Sure.
I used to believe my first job back in Orange County. It was a working at Hometown Buffet, and I was balling for a moment as a Mongolian stir fry chef. I'm doing my
Okay.
thing. And then
All right.
hours got cut, right? So I was like, I'll do anything. I'll even wash dishes.
Let's not go there with
Bad
anything
mistake.
you'll do.
So yeah. Anyways, I started washing dishes. A couple months, I straight up just walked out, and I was like, I'm done. And then my manager's like, you don't want to burn any bridges. Let's do it the right way. And I was like, no, I want to burn this bridge. I never want to come back. I'm done. And I just walked out like that.
You don't want to burn bridges at Hometown Buffet.
Yeah.
But have you ever been back?
They're huge.
Have you been back to eat there?
Hell no.
Oh, okay. Well,
I never looked back.
well, I've always imagined getting a job and then quitting in a
Like,
glorious way.
perfect, yeah.
Like I've always wanted to just shove a desk over or something like
Yeah,
that. And
throw shit.
I've done extremely rebellious things in my lifetime, some of which I probably shouldn't speak on the show. But the way he quit and the way Anthony quit is the way if you're gonna quit
Go out
with anger and angst, that's how you should quit.
Right.
If it's a mutual thing, then I understand that and you don't want to burn bridges. But you know what, Anthony, on behalf of myself and everyone on this panel, fuck Hometown Buffet. I said it.
Yeah, that place sucks. It's not.
Right.
I'm going to Yelp right now.
Yeah.
Give it a bad
Yelp
review.
them. What's the address?
That's the crazy thing, though.
that's
Someone
good.
could probably find the address of that. When people get in trouble on Twitter nowadays, people are posting the
Oh, yeah.
addresses of everything. I don't know how these people are finding these kinds of things.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It wouldn't be Worldstar Weekly without all you BHL
Thank you.
fans at home.
I was missing
BHL
that.
fans, Black Hollywood Live is the first urban digital broadcast network in existence. Since inception, BHL has prided itself on creating outstanding content in all areas, from news, music, and politics to lifestyle and entertainment. We've not only given voice to the often underserved Black and Latino community, Mike, we've also provided new hosts with the dopest platform to exercise their talents. And that's not all. BHL has done the same for many of Hollywood's A-list, including Oprah Winfrey, whom has made multiple BHL appearances and given us several shout-outs. Now, the Black Hollywood Live Network needs your help. How can you do that? By subscribing to our YouTube channel. That's how. Subscribing to our YouTube channel will also help you find new shows that we're sure you'll love. And if you're worried about annoying notifications, don't be. They are optionals. I opt out of everything all the time. So hit that subscribe button now. It's easy and helps us continue our work. Let us know you did in the comments below, and we'll show you love on air. So thank you so much for showing us so much love. Thanks for being supportive fans of BHL, helping us take the network to the next level and continue to redefine Hollywood.
Yeah, thanks everybody. I appreciate you because I'm even learning stuff from our viewers.
Yeah, you're learning about being black, Mike. You had no idea what it was like in a lot of ways.
No, but last week when we were talking about the girl on
Steve Harvey show. No, Dr. Phil
on
show.
Dr. Phil. What was her name again?
It doesn't matter.
But one of the commenters on last week's episode let us know that was apparently a fake situation. She wasn't like that at all.
And do
It
they
was
know
someone
her?
personal. That's what they said on the
So
comment.
what you're saying basically is I was correct in my predictions.
That's
Okay,
true.
cool.
I'll give you
Cool.
I'll give
Point
you
for
credit
me.
there.
You are correct. Yeah, you called that out.
Well, did you predict that we would have a fight clip on Worldstar Weekly? Because we do.
Yeah.
That's
That's a guarantee. Yeah.
We do, and that's coming up right
roll
here.
it.
So most of the time when you're watching fight clips, there's no commentary. Like a professional boxing match, there's commentary. But this clip right here, this guy brings the whole package. We're getting the commentary and everything.
It's a group of white kids getting to a fight and
Can
a
we say why
black
does that
kid.
matter?
Because it matters because I appreciate those clips so much more. And a nice young black gentleman giving the commentary.
101, hello. There you go.
So it's a group of people. It starts off as a one-on-one fight. One starts swinging. They seem to be drunk or inebriated, and then other people jump in.
Look at him. It's a brawl, you hear? This ain't right.
This ain't right.
And he's yelling. And now everyone else is getting involved as well.
Hello, look. Y'all see this shit? There's a lot going on. Hello.
Hello. And then, of course, all the black bystanders are just watching.
Hello, get it in. Go ahead. Look, do it one time. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh. They go
The cops show up.
there. Well, me hosting again. Hello.
I that's just pure comedy.
That was
It's,
great.
it's fun. The fight was going to happen regardless.
Yeah.
I don't know. Callie, how did you feel about that clip?
I mean, I loved it. The commentary was epic. That's. I mean, I feel like what makes a fight better is the commentary. So whoever's recording it, he deserved 5 stars for that.
Should they have tried to break up that fight?
I mean, that was a lot of people. If he was by himself, I don't know, because somebody hits you and then you gonna jump in. So, I mean, I have a soft heart. So sometimes I see somebody getting jumped, I don't want to jump in and help the person getting jumped. You know what I mean? So, but maybe they should have just stopped it. Hey, stop.
And they continue on. Hey, stop. All right, so yeah.
Hey, I mean, at least to be fair, the cameraman was trying to promote a one-on-one fight.
Yeah.
At least he was trying to keep
Right.
it fair. I can appreciate
Exactly.
Should he have done the commentary, or was he egging on the fight?
I mean, he was egging on the fight,
I mean,
but
let's
at
be
that
real.
point,
If he was quiet, would it have not happened? Would they have been like, oh, one hit?
that's
like, oh,
that's
this
what
is
I'm
boring.
saying. Because
Like,
if you
no.
watch that fight was weak,
Yeah.
man. None of those people were throwing punches. Like you mentioned, they were probably all drunk after the bars or something. Like it was going to happen no matter what.
Hey, you believe it or not, the good thing about it is a lot of these times when people are recording these fights and something tragic or bad
true.
happens, they have the footage to
right.
be able to capture. Sometimes
did
that.
what?
Well,
Exactly.
interestingly enough, there are criminal implications with things like that. And so there are
Really?
times where people record something where they should have done another activity, whether it was call the police or turn the footage over, and they are charged. And that's a fine line where we haven't, as a society, decided exactly
is.
clear cut where it stands, where it lays, and how to proceed. So it's interesting how technology has changed
For
our
sure.
vision of legality. Going
Yeah,
on to the next one, Mike. We see another fight, and this one is at a football game.
At a college football game,
Ohio
I'm
State.
sure
Where-
we've. I'm
oh,
sure.
is
Yeah,
it?
it-
No.
Ohio
it is.
State.
It is Ohio State.
Hey, Buckeyes,
it's
I went there.
These are
Well,
your
you're
people,
gonna be
Abigail.
These are
you're
my
going to be
people.
very proud of this
probably will be.
of
I
this
used
clip.
to talk to
Let's take a look.
one of those players.
So what we see is,
Wait, it's an OSU fighting each other. Was this
Yes.
Nebraska?
so it was, and the man spit at the woman,
Oh,
but
yeah.
right in her mouth. And it's a man and a woman having a fight. I'm sure it's over the game in some capacity. The
Yeah.
woman smacks her, but then the hero, Callie, comes over and just shoves him
No,
down
that is Nebraska.
and says,
Versus Ohio
"You
State.
Yeah.
don't do that to women."
Absolutely.
And it was a woman who did that.
Yeah.
And it was a black woman who came out of the stands and shoves him, had nothing to do with the fight, but just stood up for another woman. Now, I wish more white women would do that for black women. Please, Abigail, how do you feel about this, since this is your hometown and your people?
And where you went to college.
That's not my hometown.
That's where you're from. Born and raised. On the playground is where you spent most of your days.
Yo, I was blacked out at most games, like, to be real, for real, like, in college. I don't know.
That's fair.
This shit probably happens. I don't know. What do you want me to say? Don't spit on people?
You
definitely
absolutely
don't
spit
spit on
on
people.
people.
Spit on
Don't
somebody.
spit on people. It happens
Oh.
sometimes. Do you think it was like, was that a forced spit? Or was
You
that,
do
like,
not spit
Was he like
on
talking
somebody.
aggressively and accidentally spit? Like,
No, that was
no,
spit.
that
That
was-
was
I'm trying.
That
I'm
was a
trying.
ready
If
spit.
you
Spitting
can-
on
No,
somebody
that's gross.
is,
That's some gross
yeah.
shit.
If you
No,
can see the
100%.
spit on the clip back on the footages, then
That's
it's
what we just
then
talked
it's
about
too
last
much.
week in the NBA game. I mean, yeah, that's gross.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
spitting on somebody
You
is
can
an
catch
automatic
stuff,
fight.
too,
Like
like,
that
you don't-
is
And
that
in her
is
mouth.
unacceptable. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's bad. So
But go Bucks.
moving on to this clip next.
This
we
is
have,
bad too, though.
This one's bad too. So we had we talked about on Dr. Phil on that Dr. Phil
Yeah.
episode the other day that are all these real? This is a real clip right here of a cheating boyfriend, a love triangle, and it's
What
being
show is this on?
This isn't a show.
This isn't on a show, but-
this is a clip of someone recording a worker at a Walmart getting called out by someone else that
God.
her man is cheating on her with this person. Let's watch it. In Atlanta, of course.
Well, bitch, I'm here to let you know Nicole is actually Nico, and I'm fucking with Jarvis, and I wish you get your 1-2 Sierra stepping ass on, bitch.
First of all, we're not talking about the same.
Yeah, bitch, we talk about the same Jarvis, 82297. Did I stutter?
Right.
Who you calling? I'm on the phone.
No, but you got no. You're not on the
Who you
phone. Not my
calling?
Jarvis.
Yes, I
Not
am,
my
bitch.
Jarvis.
Yes, I am, bitch. I'm sure enough on the phone with him. Nah, bitch. That's right, bitch. Get your daughter and get
So we see the employee being called out, and the person who's sleeping with her man turns out to be another man. And the concept is he's calling her out. the way
that's not
we've
funny.
seen so much.
Honestly, like that shit's not funny to me.
You know why that's not funny to you? Because that shit looked like it would happen to you. And that's why it's not funny to you. Because to me, that's hilarious.
That shit is hilarious.
That is hilarious. This guy comes up and goes, Jarvis, yes, we are talking about the same Jarvis, blah, blah, blah. Goes through the detail of who Jarvis is and how Nicole is Nico. And that's who he is. And that, unfortunately, the sad part is it does happen in relationships, and it hurts to be cheated on, I'm sure. But
no, but like
probably,
being cheated on and then finding out that your dude's gay, like,
but not
is a
yet,
complete
maybe
different,
bisexual, maybe it's a conversation for
still,
sure.
Though, that's an added level of being cheated on. That's not
that
just like,
is-
oh, you got cheated on. It's like actually like you got cheated on. It's nothing you can help. Like you don't have a dick. Like you know, like I don't know what you. That's I don't know. I don't.
Terminated.
Yeah.
Well, we did want to show clips of Lil Pump and 6ix9ine, both of which you please go to WorldStar and look at these clips. Lil Pump has a girl
I think it's Lil.
on
Lil.
Facebook.
It's Lil, Pump, not Little.
Lil Pump.
I can.
Let's show let's show the clips really quick.
Let's take a look at them real quick.
Well, 6ix9ine is much quicker, but let's go through really quick, just a clip of each one so you can see.
The first 30 seconds of this are
This is Lil Pump
pretty good.
with a young lady.
You're not my boyfriend.
She's on FaceTime with her boyfriend saying, "You're not my boyfriend."
Sorry.
Hey,
Yama?
tell your boyfriend it's over.
Yes.
It's over. Actually, I did.
She sounds wasted.
Yeah.
Hold on, it gets better.
Sorry, my face is so tight because there's cum on it.
Okay, so that's what she says to her boyfriend on FaceTime, and Lil Pump's just showing this off. Now, this is funny, but it's not funny. Now, that's,
y'all think shit's funny. It's not funny. That's not funny.
Anything for
Could you
clout.
imagine being
Wow.
the dude on the side of that and receiving like that? Like your girl calls you with Lil Pump. Like, what are you supposed to do?
that
Just
would
get
never,
out.
But see,
Just
I
get
feel
out.
like that would never happen to me. So because it would never happen to me, I understand. I can empathize for this guy. I
I'm
guess I
about
can
to hire someone
sympathize.
to make that happen
But you
for
know
you.
what? But then at least
But yeah.
never doubt someone when they show you who they really are.
Right.
And so
for
at
sure.
this point, I mean, it's
Right.
better this now than when she was married to you and met Lil Pump at the reunion tour 20 years later.
Right.
So it's better now, and it happened. And then we have another really quick clip. It's 6ix9ine putting Trippie Redd on blast
Yeah.
because Trippie Redd and 6ix9ine have had their beef overall, and 6ix9ine, of course, loves beef. 6ix9ine in bed, just listening to a clip of people say F6ix9ine with Trippie Redd involved. And then we cut to Trippie Redd's girl, who Trippie Redd made famous, and they're both very known. And the concept is he's in bed with her. Now, also, kind of funny. Once again, I want everyone to remember Lil Pump. I apologize. I have a degree and a master's and a lot of degree. I apologize. Lil Pump is like 22, and Trippie Redd is 6ix9ine is also 22, and Trippie Redd is 19 years old, and the girl featured there is also 19 years
I
old.
just think this is funny.
At least she's of age, so I guess that's a move up for 6ix9ine. Let's.
Oh, there
Too
it is.
soon?
There it is.
But let's end on a nice
Ayo.
note. Let's end on a nice note. Please tell me we have something good, Mike.
Yeah, we got a nice clip right here. It starts off a little unfortunate. I'm sure all of us are familiar with the Synagogue massacre that happened a few weeks ago in Pittsburgh.
Please tell me that's not what we're about to watch.
No.
It's a positive.
Oh, okay.
No. So a
Take on a horrible situation.
GoFundMe type fundraiser was set up by a Muslim organization, and it has
In the
raised
Pittsburgh area.
In the Pittsburgh area, and it has raised close to $100,000.
Actually, it's over $100,000 now, and they paid for all of the victims' funerals, which is one of the most unfortunate events of the past decade, in my opinion, where, of course, we're coming off a massacre in a church, the black church, and now we see this unfortunate circumstance happen in a Jewish synagogue, and it's frightening and it's scary. And honestly, everyone at home, I want you to know that evil has no race, evil has no religion, evil has no culture, evil has no nationality, it has no sexuality. Evil is just evil. And when evil happens, the only thing that can benefit from it is that we show and shine light on the darkness, and we come together, because there's no community without communication and unity. And in this clip, we see an organization that's Muslim come together and call the brethren that are Jewish, their brothers and sisters, and go to bat for them. And that's what makes this clip so beautiful.
And this is sincere, that we're not going to stop. We don't think our work is finished because that's a high number. We just want to know what you need. You know, if it's more money, let us know. If it's people outside your next service, you know, protecting you, let us know. We'll be there.
And what we see in this clip that's beautiful is not just the money, it's not just the brotherhood and sisterhood, it's the fact that we see white people, black people, Jewish people, Muslim people, Christian people, males, females, everyone in one pact with one goal, and that's to help each other out. And that's the world that I want to live in, and I hope all of you do as well. Thank you so much for watching this week and every week right here on Worldstar Weekly, where we show a little love mixed in with a lot of hate.
And with that being said, I'm your host, Michael Patterson. You can follow me on Twitter at MikePatNews. Abigail, where can we find you?
I'm Abigail Fraher, and you can follow me on all social media at AbigailAF. We have our guest today.
And I'm Callie Rock, and you can follow me on all social media at Callie Rock.
And where can we get your music?
You can find the single Ride With Me. It's out everywhere now. Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, everywhere.
What are songs we should check for?
Ride With Me, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. You know, it's all about the money. And then Picture Me. Album coming soon. Stay tuned, guys.
So basically, it's not for me, but I'm gonna check it out anyway. Thank you so much for watching. I am Tehran, literally at I am Tehran all across the board. If you don't know, now you know. The Bathrobe Heartthrob is in the building. Thank you so much for watching Worldstar Weekly each and every week.
See you guys.
From executives Keven Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners.